Hello viewers and welcome to Equestrain Logic. Now during lockdown you may have noticed, since I haven't made a video for a while, during lockdown many of you had projects. My project was to grow a beard, which I've done, so I've grown my beard. We're going to talk about horses that are difficult to mount. Now I drove to Great Yarmouth and schooled this coloured cob, coloured meaning black and white, for those of you who are non-horsey viewers watching, it's a type of colour. And I schooled this cob, which is a breed of horse, and he was very tricky to mount. Now, difficult to mount horses is actually, and you can go to any A&E in the country and they'll tell you this, difficult to mount horses produces more injuries than horses that buck, rear or bolt off. Because difficult to mount horses, when you go to put your foot in the stirrup, you're out of balance between the floor and the horse. You're off balance and you have to land on the horse or land on the floor. There's no midway, you can't just float. It would be nice if you could. So it's a difficult thing. So difficult to mount horses is definitely a problem. Now, to produce a problem in a horse, I always find it educational to think to myself, what would I do if I wanted to create this problem intentionally? Well, what I would do is I would put my foot in the stirrup and really lean my weight heavily on one side so that the saddle pulls over and pulls the horses back the wrong way. I would then swing my leg over and land heavily in the saddle, maybe bumping my foot on his backside as I did it. I would then immediately ride off, ride forwards, all of those things, maybe have a saddle that's too narrow and uncomfortable on the horse. All of those things, or any one of those things, can produce a horse that's difficult to mount. Now, horses that are difficult to mount can range from you go to put your foot in the stirrup and they swing their backside away from you, or they fidget, all the way through to you go to put your foot in the stirrup and they trot away. They're out of there as soon as you go to put your foot in the stirrup. So it can be a very difficult thing. Now in this video we're going to demonstrate that I am definitely working with a horse that's difficult to mount. And in the next video we're going to show you the schooling technique that I recommend, that so far on the 15 horses I've used it on over the years, it's worked on every one of them. Horses that are difficult to mount. I hope you enjoy this video. And obviously I've ridden more than 15 horses, but I've come across 15 or 16 horses that were difficult to mount, and I used this method on all of them and it worked on all of them. So I have yet to find this method to not work. Now, it's obviously the case that not every method works on every horse, but it's definitely the case that when you're fixing problem horses, violence-free training works on every horse. I hope you enjoy these two videos. Thank you very much. So I'm speaking from some distance from the horse now because the audio on the day wasn't very good. But you can see this horse, I go to the mountain block. It's not a mountain block, it's a park bench, but there are lots of mountain blocks out there, tree stumps, gates, all sorts of things. And when I go to get on the horse, and I demonstrate it twice so you see it's not a fluke, every time I go to put my foot in the stirrup, the horse swings his backside away. Now the purpose of this video is just to demonstrate this is what the horse does. Now, check out the next video and see the method that I recommend and see how we can fix this horse.